This is the Date Increment Buttons template at SharePoint The idea of this template is to provide simple buttons that the user can click on to quickly increment a value in a datetime field either up or down. Now, you can certainly update date fields from the form, but that could be time consuming, and I may want to just do that in a very simple way with one button click. What's great about this template is that you can do it in different units of time. So I can have this increment up and down by minutes, hours, days, weeks, years. So lots of options. I could have multiple columns for these buttons if I wish. And then I can control the amount of the increment. It could be that I want to do something, for example, like increment 6 hours at a time. It's entirely in your control. Then I can also adjust the button labels and that type of thing. So first you should check out some example options of what you might use. This just needs a simple placeholder field. So for example, you could use a text field in SharePoint to hold these buttons. You will need to enter the name of the date field, which is to be updated when you click the buttons. So I've got a view set up in SharePoint, and for my example, I'm going to be updating the field called Check Date To. And I'm going to place my buttons in this field right next to it. So make sure that you're providing the name of the date field that's going to be updated. So let me go ahead and do that. So I put that in here. And then we're going to start out with a simple day update template. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Copy Template, follow the directions in the pop-up window, and then come back over to SharePoint, go to your column where the buttons will be, and do Column Settings, format this column, click on Advanced Mode, and then paste in your code. Okay, so there are my buttons. This is to allow me to increment up or down the value in this date time column. So if you'll notice, when I click on this, the date is incrementing by 1 day at a time. What's nice about this is I'm doing it very fast. I don't have to go through any dialogues or pop-up windows to update that date value. It just takes one button click. And then obviously, if I click on the -1 day, that's incrementing it down. What I can do is actually set up multiple columns like this. So maybe in addition to providing the ability to update by day, I might want to do updating by week and put that right next to it. So in order to take advantage of that, I can just go and change the time unit to weeks. I do need to make sure I update my button text to correspond to that. So I'm just going to put week. I'll do that in capital letters since the other one was as well. And when I click on this, it's going to update by 1 week at a time. Like I say, I could update this to be whatever number I want, but we're going to stick with 1 for our example. I've got my field name in there, so I'm all ready to go. Let's choose a different background color for this one just to help it stand out. So let's do a blue background color. Okay, and then for the hover, we'll do a light blue for this one. And you can preview that effect by just rolling over it. And now I'm ready to go. So I'll click Copy Template again and click OK. And then I'll go to my next column that I have set up, Column Settings, format this column, Advanced. Just paste in my template, and there it is. And now we can try this out. So if I click on this, you'll notice that this value will go up by 7 days this time instead of 1 day. And of course it will go down as well. Now if you want to save some space, you could use shorter labels. So that might just say +1D, and this might say +1W, and users probably could understand that. So these are some handy buttons that would allow for really fast date and time updates to date columns from the list view without having to wade down into the form and do lots of quick clicks. So this could really be a nice time savings for these lists where you have to make lots of updates to dates and times. This template is available at SharePointDashboards.com, and of course this is the button/date increment template. If you do not already have a sign up at SharePoint Dashboards, you can go there and get signed up to have access to 20 free templates that would allow you to try out the tool. And then this template, along with more than 100 others, are part of the Pro Templates package, which are additionally available, and I hope you will take a look at that. I hope you found this useful, and I hope you can use this to make updating dates in SharePoint lots easier. Good luck!